Hey, what's up, guys, and welcome back to another World Cup review. Japan 2, Spain 1. I mean, Japan are so unpredictable, man. I mean, a side that shocked Germany and now Spain, but also a side that lost to Costa Rica. But they got the job done. They finished top of Group E, as they played quite well, like their Germany game. It's the same. They go 1-0 down, and then you think, uh, is that it? Is that gonna be it for them? But they sort of fight back in the second half, and I think that's the way they're gonna go by. I think against the opponents like Croatia, for example, right? Don't be surprised if they go 1-0 to Croatia, but come back in the second half to go 2-1 up and get the victory there, because I think this is how they're gonna play now. They're gonna, you know, start off slower, letting teams potentially get a go at them, but yeah, and then second half coming in strong. I mean, those subs being made at halftime and coming on and changing the game was huge for Japan. And yeah, for Spain, it's a defeat, but it's also them going through. So I think they wanted to finish it top. How can I say they won 7-0 against Costa Rica, not finish top, right? It's amazing, but for them, they'll take on Morocco next. But the first goal was a good goal. It's not a good goal as in, oh my god, what a goal that is, but it's a good header, by Morata, and he's really, really proving me wrong. The amount of times I've said he's not a good finisher, I think it's gonna prove me wrong now. He's gonna prove me wrong. 3 goals for him so far. Um, and then Japan came back on for the second half. The first goal was good. It was a very good goal. It's brilliant. Good shot from Doan, and Simon has to do better there. He has to do better there. He just punches the ball into his back of the net. Yeah. The second goal is the more questionable one, right? Because did the ball stay in? Did the ball stay in? Personally, I think you would see differently. Different angles, differently. For me, if they want to say it's a go, if they want to say it's in, go ahead. I do think that if he was ruled out, okay, fair enough. It's ruled out. It's almost like a 50-50. If it's given, it's given. If it's not, it's not. So I have no problems with them giving it. Neither would I if they didn't give it, but they chose to give it. So yeah, if you're a Spanish fan, you would obviously be quite upset, right? And I can understand the frustration, the anger, but as a neutral like me, I'm honestly not bothered or not up for it. As passionate as the people who have that team to support, but more for the drama and the surprise in Japan getting that second goal. And overall, Japan top Group A. It's very, very interesting. Them topping this group. Spain going through as well, so it's what it is. In fact, I do think that, if you were Spain, would you rather play Croatia or Morocco? Obviously Morocco are in better form than Croatia because they top their group and actually playing quite well. Croatia on the other hand, are a team that you can't get at. So I think obviously if you are a team like Spain, you would have preferred to get Croatia, but I think Morocco isn't the end of the world. It's not, oh my god, we're gonna get knocked out. They can beat Morocco, but I did say in my Morocco review against Canada that I have a feeling that Morocco could do it, and could they? They might be able to, they might not be able to, who knows. As for Japan and Croatia, not an easy team to go at, but so far this World Cup, what I've seen from Croatia, even though yes they haven't lost against that Morocco, poor, against Belgium, sort of poor, they weren't that bad because they didn't lose, right? That's the whole point, but they were like outstanding. And as for Japan, 2 shock results, technically 3 shock results, 2 winning and 1 losing. If you told me they're gonna beat Costa Rica, they're gonna beat Germany, and then maybe gonna lose to Spain, okay, fair enough. But they're gonna beat both Germany and Spain, but lose to Costa Rica. I think that is the shock for me. And if you are Costa Rica, you'll be thinking, how did we beat a Japan side that beat both Spain and Germany, but we got absolutely smashed by both Spain and Germany? So it's almost like, how this is not logic. How is this happening? Um, but back to this sort of Group E, Group F, round of 16. I think as a group, Germany horrible, Belgium horrible. Two sides we would have thought would go through, both out. And then you got obviously Costa Rica, Canada one. And then here we come. Japan, Croatia. It's gonna be a good game. And then you have got Spain against Morocco. So I think a team like Spain, Morocco could take advantage and beat for sure. Anything's possible. And Japan, Croatia is too even. I think I see a lot from Japan against the top teams like the Spain, the Germanys, but against the bottom teams like the Costa Ricas, they can't do it. Croatia is more of like a mid-table team, like Japan. So how these two are gonna fare, sort of the mid-range teams, it's gonna be something like we've never seen before. I mean, Japan so far, Spain and Germany arguably are one of the top teams, higher tier teams, while Costa Rica are bottom. So they've lost to the worst teams. They've beaten the better teams. Are they gonna what lose to Croatia, win against Croatia, draw against Croatia? I think it will be a draw. I do think it could be like a 1-1 or 2-2. Because Croatia have goals in them. Against Canada, you did see them score 4. So they have goals in them as well. So I think it's gonna be a good game. I think it's gonna be like a 2-2 potentially, and then maybe to penalties and maybe either team winning it. It's so tough. I can't really choose one, to be fair. As for Spain, Morocco, I think Morocco could do it. I think they can do it. But yeah, I mean, I see a lot in this Morocco side. Ziyech, An-Nesyri, Hakimi. I mean, they are putting in good performances. So we'll see as well. But that will be it for today's review between Japan and Spain. Hope you guys have enjoyed today's review. Hit the like button if you did. Subscribe to the channel if it's on already. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.